All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music and real issues, real weird issues, and doing it in real time for real people, just like you, just like me. All right, so Joey Kramer's wife has passed away at the age of 55. Joey Kramer, the drummer for Aerosmith, who's been a bit embattled with his own health issues, but probably not related to what just occurred with his wife. This is the headline. Linda Gail Kramer, 55, passed away on June 22nd. Okay, now, again, we're a few days down the road from June 22nd. The next line, of course, says no cause of death has been revealed. All right, this is a trend. If people aren't noticing the trend, or they're thinking that it's always been this way, people want their privacy, they don't want to say what happened. Here's again what bothers me about the whole privacy issue is that 55 is not very old, right? 55 is fairly young. Some people figure out what they want to do in life at age 50 or even older. So again, 55, maybe, they're having a change of heart about what they did prior to that. But there are a lot of people who kind of find their way when they're older, they're more mature. So I'm just putting it in context. 55 is not that old. But this no cause of death thing, right? I get it that people want their privacy. Was she a drug addict? I don't think so, right? Her husband, again, just turned 72. And here's the weird part of this. So if you're not thinking this is weird, you're thinking, here he goes again, going down the conspiracy, whatever, the tinfoil hat wearing Dave. Okay. Just one day before her death, Linda wished her husband a happy 72nd birthday on Twitter. So if she were deathly ill, I don't think she'd be out there tweeting, happy birthday to the love of my life. You are the most amazing man with the biggest heart I know. I love you, my sweet boy. Other than the sweet boy part, it was a pretty good tweet. Anyway, according to her obituary, Linda was born in Decatur, Georgia on February 27th. So this whole thing has been under wraps here for about 10 days. About 10 days. Is it that people are like strategizing on how to put this information out when they know of what is going on? This is just one theory. And again, the reason people are, speculating is because you don't get honesty anymore. And so, yeah, have I been wrong a couple of times? There've been a couple of instances where I think the drummer from Blink 182, something weird was going on there. And somebody came back and said, it looks like it's X. It looked kind of weird, but it looks like it's X and not Y, like you were saying. I wasn't saying it was definitely what I was speculating on, but because nobody comes forward and says, okay, this is a problem here, and we should probably address it collectively rather than put our heads in the sand because we're embarrassed because of what's been going on for the past 2.5 years. So Linda was tweeting, and then the next day, she was no more. Linda worked in the high-tech industry most recently as a contract administrator for Hewlett Packard. So she was busy out there. She wasn't just, relying on her husband's income, which I don't know if her husband was making a lot of money anymore based on royalties and all that stuff. We just don't know. Joey and Linda were married in October of 2009, with the musician calling her the love of his life. He once described meeting Linda as the biggest rush you ever had in your life. This was 2009. So it's not like they've been married for 30 or 40 years or something. It's a fairly recent marriage. Friends and family have always noted that Joey and Linda were simply inseparable. There are no services planned at this time. Services will be held by the family at a later date. And in lieu of flowers, contributions may be made to the St. Jude's Children's Research Center. Linda is survived by her husband, her parents, her 3 sisters, her step siblings, her stepson, Jesse, and many nieces and nephews, among others. So again, what is this? I don't know. 55 years old. You know, there are a lot of these now that just kind of go by. People see it and they go, oh, it could be me again, but it seems like death is everywhere. It seems like there are a lot of people dying, and maybe they're all supposed to die, right? Maybe it's just their time. Maybe I'm reading too much into this stuff. Maybe I'm, because I'm tainted in some ways about what could be going on out there based on something that's not being mentioned here. Of course, they would never mention Linda's status, right? They wouldn't mention that, what I'm talking about, her status, what she did, what she didn't do, because that has nothing to do with anything. It's absolutely not related. This is what I always hear. How can you make that assumption all the time? Well, tell me what else the problem is. Maybe she did have something, and maybe they just want to keep it private. I get it. It's fine. But 55 years old, Kramer just turned 72, and his wife, who's much younger than him, has passed away. That's a bummer, man. That's just really, really sad for everybody. So in any event, people, that's the video on Joey Kramer, who is, I believe, sitting out if Aerosmith does get their act together. Apparently Steven Tyler's rehab is going really, really well again. This has happened before with Steven Tyler. Man, let's hope that there are no more rehabs for Steven Tyler. And again, who knows how much longer Aerosmith has as a live touring band. We just don't know. I don't think they're working on new material or anything. So it's just getting to Vegas to do the shows. And at this point, that is very much up in the air. All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Patreon for $1 a month. We're into a new month, so I lose patrons, I gain patrons. If you want to help the channel out, it's $1 a month. It keeps things going. The summer months tend to be a little quieter. If you'd like to be a partner over here, really, I don't think anybody is mixing the kind of subjects together that I put together. Not that doesn't make me special or anything, but it is kind of interesting on some days that you've got stuff that you can integrate into content, which normally doesn't go together. So in any event, this is yet another one of those videos where these issues that have been plaguing humanity now for over 2 years can be put into a video about a drummer whose wife, unfortunately, is no longer here. And obviously, our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and all of her friends and Joey Kramer. So that's it. That's my video. See you soon.